Hey guys, welcome back and welcome to another eyeshadow dupe tutorial. Here for you I have the Luna palette by Badhabit. This is a 100% dupe for the Norvina palette, the ABH Norvina palettes, the purple one. So I actually decluttered my Norvina palette because I like this one so much better. The formulation in this one is identical to that, except it blends a bit better and the shimmers are more intense. So take my word for it, it is 100% dupe. This was only $12. You can get it on Amazon. Mine's a little beat up because I've used it so much. So we're going to get into the eyeshadow tutorial, and also I'm going to be testing the Estee Lauder Double Wear for the first time, and I've got some new primers, and let's just go ahead and get into it. I didn't put on any skincare today, but I'm going to do the Kiehls Ultra Facial Moisturizer with sunscreen, SPF 30. So I'm just going to go in with that. Oh, I applied just heaps too much. I'm going to have to blend that somewhere else. So it does have that sunscreen smell to it, but Kiehls is an amazing brand for hydration and anything like that. I love Kiehls. They make some of the best moisturization products, eyeshadow, eye products, eye creams and things like that. So I highly recommend Kiehls, one of my absolute favorites. I've just put on my Laneige Balm in Peach. For primer, I'm going with the MAC Strobe Cream. This actually has some good skincare benefits whilst making your skin nice and glowy and dewy. Put some in my brows. Putting primer in the brow and on my eyelids really makes the brow and the lip product you're putting on stay longer. It's a hack I learned from Wayne Goss. In the T-zone, I'm putting my Revlon Photo Ready Pore Minimizing Primer. I'm pressing this in the T-zone where I have large pores. We'll get that blended out and then we'll get into the eyeshadow. I've primed my lids with the Makeuprevolution Core Primer, which is a dupe for the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And I'm just going with the NYX Banana Powder right on my transition area up to the brow bone to really set that. Although it doesn't need to be set, it's just for time's sake right now. I'm just trying to hurry it up while my kids are asleep. So the first shade I'm going to be going into is Aphelion, which would be the eccentric dupe in the Norvina palette. So I'm just blending this on the crease, into the crease, and a bit above. So these have little to no fallout, these matte shades. Except in this, the mattes and the shimmers are mixed, whereas the Norvina, the mattes are all on the top and the shimmers are all on the bottom. So that's the only difference. Then I'm going to go into Numba, which would be a dupe for the Love shade in the Norvina palette. As you can see, it's just as pigmented. It's a very nice pinky shade, so I'm going to do sort of a fairy tale ethereal look with this palette today. So it's so pigmented, it's covered up that shade. And I just adore this. So it looks like that. Looking at the palette, there's no fallout on the pan at all. I'll just dip that into there. But it does provide extreme color and pigment, which I really love about it. Going in with Meridian here, and the dupe for this, I cannot remember, but this is so much more foiled than the Norvina one. No fallout. These shimmers are a lot firmer pressed than the Norvina, so they have less fallout. Then I'm going to be going in with this High Tide right here, this beautiful sort of rose gold, and I'm going to go over that with my finger. So pretty. I look like a fairy, like a princess fairy, and this is called High Tide. I don't know if I've already said that or not, But yeah, I am obsessed with this palette, and I haven't used it on camera, so I decided today's the day. So we're looking like this. Now in this palette, Eclipse is a shimmer shade, but it performs more like a matte shade. And you'll see this, even on the brush, it doesn't look shimmery. It just looks very matte. That's why I'm using this. So I wouldn't consider this a shimmer shade. Same with the Norvina palette. This acts as a matte. Can't remember the name for the dupe, but I will list them down below in the description bar. So guys, help me get to 500 subscribers. There will be a giveaway. So just slightly on the outer corner here to build a bit of depth and dimension. So pretty, but it is a matte shade. Even though it looks shimmery in the pan, it's definitely not. For the brow bone shade, I'm taking Waning, which would be a dupe for the lightest shade in the Norvina palette. Look at that pigment. Look at that pigment. Oh my word. It's the same, if not better, than the Norvina palette. I'm just living for this look. Like, look at the shimmer, the outer corner. I feel ethereal. I just want to put this Half Moon shade. I'm just dying to use it. Half Moon, this is a purple, right here. This is so nice and foiled. It's not picking up on camera the way it should. I should do some swatches for you guys. It's so incredibly pretty. I just applied that shadow all over the lid so you can see how pigmented it is. I will do swatches at the end. I'm going to go put on my liner and lashes, and I will be right back. You guys, lashes are on. I forgot to mention this First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer, but this is also a pore filling primer, so we're going to apply this all over the skin. Oh, the scent is absolutely divine. Oh my word. Oh gosh. I know 3 primers is excessive, but I just had to try this out. Pressing in the T-zone. Oh, the scent. It's like fresh cucumbers, like real fresh cucumbers, not from the grocery store, but from a garden. The scent is so clean, so fresh, divine. It sinks right into the skin. Getting right on into the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Never tried this. In 3C2 Pebble, I have a feeling it's going to be too dark for me. Now, from what I've heard, this is so full coverage that you only need a very small amount. My only complaint is that it doesn't come with a pump or anything. It just kind of plops out onto the skin, so I don't know how much I need. So I'm just going to go in with this much so far on my e.l.f. sponge and just try this out. Seems to be a decent shade match for me. It's a little light. If you hear my girls, they just got up. I tried to get a video filmed before they awoke, but 'tis not the day. It's okay. I hope you don't mind. This is supposed to cover texture, last all day, throughout the heat, humidity, sweat, transfer resistant. It's going on quite smooth. It's very, very thin in consistency, so very easy to work with. It does have a strong scent. If you are sensitive to smell, that might bother you, but I don't smell it anymore once applied to the face, only straight out of the bottle. So it's definitely full coverage. It is reducing all my texture and anything I had going on the face, redness, sort of acne, is just disappeared. So yeah, I'm impressed with that aspect of it. Here's the finish. It's supposed to be a matte finish, but I've applied a hydrating primer underneath because it is supposed to be matte, and I do have dry skin. So this looks very good on the skin. I mean, my skin looks completely flawless. Drag it down the neck. I'll have to bronze my neck. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, my skin is looking beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I reckon this would be a good summertime foundation. Absolutely stunning. So impressed so far. Very lightweight, easy to apply, full coverage with just a small amount of product. I'm going in with my Collab concealer. This is sort of a hybrid between the Tarte Shape Tape and the Flower Beauty Light Illusion, full coverage. And it's so creamy and lightweight. You can get this at Sally Beauty Supply. And I don't know, I just love this so much. It's one of my go-tos. I have several, but I rotate out, and this is just one of my favorites. Blends out so easily. It covers so much with such little product. In fact, I applied way too much, which is often the case in my videos. I apply way too much. So I'm just going to blend out the under eye. As you can see, it is very brightening. If you don't have this in your life along with the Collab powder, you need it. You see how full coverage that is? It's awesome. For lashes, I use the Dollar Lash Club in the style Sabrina. These are really beautiful, only $1. I get them shipped to my house every 30 days, and I get like 3 or 4 pair every 30 days, so this lasts me. Okay, so this is what the concealer looks like without setting it. It doesn't crease, it doesn't look crepey, it's not drying. I'm going to use the NYX Banana Powder setting powder and just go ahead and set the areas that I put on concealer. I don't know if I need to set down the double wear. I will have to test that out. I'll have to feel it. Using the Flower Beauty Light Illusion powder foundation, I'm just going to powder lightly over top of this double wear because it seems to be a little bit tacky still. So we're going to go ahead and set that. I have crisis this morning with the girls, so I'm pausing in between to deal with this situation. It's quite a bloody mess. There, that's what that's looking like, completely flawless. I absolutely adore this foundation so far, and I hope it lasts all day. Back in with the Luna palette for the lower lash line, I'm going to take this sort of muted purple. It's called Super Moon. And I'm just going to, ooh, that is so pigmented. Apply this on the lower lash line. Very simple. It almost looks blue in the pan, but it is a muted purple. Same with the Norvina palette. It's very muted purple, but it does look blue in the pan. So that's what that looks like. Very beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I have to kind of even that out a bit. Perfect. I'm just going to apply some waterline, liner, and mascara, and I'll be right back. This look got smoky quick. I used the Maybelline 24-hour waterline in black and the Ilia mascara for my inner corner. I'm going to take that waning shade again and just apply that to the inner corner. Look how pigmented and beautiful. I'm going to sort of take this on the upper third. It's stunning. Total dupe, if not more pigmented than that Norvina shade that I will list below. So looking very beautiful. And I love this look. It's sort of ethereal, sort of princessy, purple. I don't experiment with color too much, so I hope you guys appreciate that. For my bronzer, I'm going in with this L'Oreal Bronze Please. It's La Terra. And I guess this is limited edition, so snag it up while you can. I absolutely love this. It's got a teeny tiny bit of shimmer in it. Not shimmer, I guess you could say radiance, but like the smallest amount. And I just took that bronzer way too far down. I suppose I should use a smaller bronzer brush, but I never learn. Just bronzing the outer perimeters of the face. This is a very pigmented bronzer, and this is the only shade they have. It's part of the L'Oreal summer collection. So yeah, it's definitely limited edition. Pick it up while you can. It is gorgeous, stunning, beautiful. So I've just applied that to my nose and underneath my lip to make it look a bit more full. And I've got this LA Girl Blushed Babe blush palette. It looks like this. It has a large mirror. It's got my favorite shade, Peach Blush, and I'm just obsessed. I've also got this NYX Sweet Cheeks blush, and this is the matte blush. So it is very nice and pigmented. So this one, but it looks muted on the skin. I want to go in with the NYX Sweet Cheeks, honestly, because it's a matte blush, and I don't normally use mattes, although there are mattes in that LA Girl. I just wanted to use this. Go in with a light hand, because obviously I did not, thinking it was sort of muted on the swatch. You can't always, you know, guarantee by a swatch how things are going to look. I'm going to take my powder brush, which I normally have to do, and just go over those areas to make them look a little bit more seamless and not so heavy-handed. So now that's what it looks like. And I'm going to take this Ofra highlighter collab with March Beauty Words, Samantha March. I did this video yesterday with this highlighter, and it's so beautiful. Again, I'm going to swatch it. It's a very light champagne, sort of with some pink reflect in it. So stunning and gorgeous. I wore it yesterday, and I went in with a heavy hand, so I'm just going to go in with a very light hand, and it's still so incredibly pigmented. This does not emphasize any texture whatsoever. Oh my gosh, this is the lightest hand, and it's so pigmented. Not glittery at all. It is just melting into the skin. So incredibly gorgeous. I'm obsessed. I said I'd be wearing this every day, and I absolutely am going to. It is stunning. Can you guys see that? Blinding. I mean, obviously you don't have to use as much as I did, although I used the light hand, guys. I mean, I don't know. This is just so intense, so gorgeous, does not emphasize texture, very creamy. For our lips, I'm going to go in with the Stilazzi lip vinyl in Chaser, actually, and I'm going to line my lips off camera, and I'll be right back. I've applied the lip liner Maybelline Super Stay in Magnetic Mauve, going in with that Stilazzi lip vinyl. These are only $12, and they're so gorgeous. They're pretty long wearing, they're not sticky at all, and very opaque. This is a nice peach nude. It goes very well with this look, I believe. So last but not least, setting spray. I'm going in with the Urban Decay De-Slick Setting Spray to set everything down and melt all our powders together. And this, guys, is the finished look using the dupe for the Norvina palette, this Luna palette. Definitely has a mirror. Beautiful layout, just as good as the Norvina palette, if not better. That is why I decluttered it. Gorgeous look, gorgeous purples. I'm not going to do so many swatches, but I will do Half Moon here. As you can see, we've got High Tide. So beautiful. Apolloon. I mean, these are just gorgeous. Waning. These are some of the shimmers. We've got Basalt. I mean, those are some of the shimmers. They're just gorgeous. So beautiful. And for the mattes, we've got Mare. So that's the brown. Aphelion. Oh, that is pigmented. Dark Side. Look at that. We've got Waning. Oh my goodness. And we've got this beautiful brow bone shade. It's also to set the eye, and that is called Crescent. So there are some of the swatches. This is only $12 at Badhabit Beauty, or you can get it on Amazon. And I hope you guys love this finished look and the dupe palette. Let me know if you're going to pick it up. If you've not subscribed already, please do so. If you would like, on your way out, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.